god, this is like the coolest game I ever played in my life! Sweet, spoilers! So there's this dude called Mandus who like wakes up on the floor of his bedroom. His bed has like bars on it like a cage. Kinky. And he like hears voices in his head like Daniel did from the last game. Only instead of the voices of his past victims, he hears the voices of his children who he may or may not have killed himself. And the kids are like,
Daddy, can't follow the sounds of our ominous voices.
where are you?
We can't tell you because the power of the plot won't let us. It wouldn't be as cryptic or creepy if we did.
Well, this isn't suspicious or questionable in the least, so I'll just go along with it, seeing as how I somehow lost all the memories of my past 24 hours, and have no bloody clue what the hell is going on, just like the players. I woke up with no memories of the past 24 hours once! That was a great St. Patrick's Day, apparently. So then, Mandus is going around his big empty mansion, which is like what would happen if Porky Pig escaped from a mental institution and took over the Haunted Mansion ride from Disneyland. And we see all kinds of creepy and disturbing things. All the while, the voices of his dead children are leading him on. Oops, was that supposed to be a secret? Okay, it's not a spoiler if it's obvious, so we're good. And then the phone rings! Hello? Mandus, your children are in danger. You must save them before it's too late! Oh god, what happened? Where are they? I could tell you, but I think I'll just give you pointers on how to solve the puzzles and being pretentiously cryptic. Oh, by the way, I'm totally not evil. He was more unhelpful and evilly cryptic and confusing than a technical support service. So while Mandus is doing all these puzzles and stuff, you start to see that he's starting up all this complicated machinery type stuff. Turning valves, repairing pipes and stuff. Why didn't they just call Mario? That guy's supposed to be a plumber, right? He could have fixed this in no time. But I digress. And the more we turn stuff on, the more we learn that Mandus is the owner of a pig processing plant in England, and that he went on a trip to Mexico, and visited some temple place, and came back a deranged fanatic who wants to cleanse the world of all its impurities, all with a totally not bad guy dude that keeps calling him. Wow, must have visited the border of Mexico then. That poor soul. But just how does he intend to cleanse the world of its sins, you may ask? Why, by building a large, expensive, complex machine that turns people into pig monsters and sets them on the world to eat bad people. Of course! I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. So we finally get to see the monsters, which turns out to be Grunt Frankenstein pink thingies! Oh my god, pupil is Oscar Mayer Wiener! Now he has to avoid the Franken Grunt piggy thingies, instead of grabbing one of the many guns he has on the walls of his estate. Wait, what? You have several guns at your disposal, and all this weird creepy shit happening. Your children are missing, and you don't bring a weapon with you? What is it with these kind of games like Amnesia and Slenderman when the character knows that shit's gonna go down, and they don't bring a weapon with them? All they bring is a lantern or a flashlight! Unless they're the gremlins, I don't think that's gonna do much good, guys. I'm a bum on the street and high as a kite right now, and even I know this is freaking stupid! Oh yeah, wait a minute, I forgot. This is an Amnesia game. Nothing the characters do make any sense. Silly me. The crazy voice guy has just been so helpful to you in this game. Please, tell me, what is going on and where are my children? Pig symbolism and metaphors about the evils of society, woo! I don't get it, you clearly know where they are and you want me to run this machine for you. So why don't you just tell me where they are and call off these monster pigs so I can do this without being killed? Pig symbolism and metaphors about the evil of society, woo! Oh, I bet Daniel never had to put up with this shit. Oh, and speaking of Daniel, there's this note in the game, like, talks about this guy's great uncle, and how these pigmen give up vibes of the orb. And how this great uncle worked with it, and did surgical things like what happened to this pigman guy, and how he's even doing the exact same thing his great uncle did long ago. Oh my god. This means that Alexander is Mandus's great uncle! That's quite a stretch, you guys! I mean, Alexander's supposed to be like an alien or otherworldly being dude, right? Or at least that's what he thought anyway. Either way, how the hell does he have relatives to be a great uncle? Plus, he lived for like centuries, right? So what, did he just have a brother or sister who was an immortal too? What the hell, guys? The possible blood relation between one of our main characters and the antagonist from the last game is kind of more important to establish in spouting more pretentious pig jokes. But I digress. So then, after like running around this creepy but not really scary factory place, it looks like you finally reached the last part of your way to turn off the machine. You can save your children and live happily ever after. Or does he? Cool! You have freed me from my very vague imprisonment. Now I can cleanse this wretched world once and for all! Fly, my piggies, fly, fly! You monster! What have you done with my children? Really? You're still on about that? Dude, get with the program already. They've been dead since the beginning. I won't believe you. Tell me where they are at once. Seriously, with the creepy voices all around you and the ghostly visions, just not enough of a hint? Won't someone think of the children? Okay, just for that, you're dead. Get them, my piggies! So Mandus now has to stop the phone guy by wrecking the machine that he built himself, as the Grunt Franken piggies are eating people all around London as the British military and royal guard don't seem to care. Must be tea time, because British people are always so punctual. There's this elevator that takes you to the machine itself, and there's this huge, gigantic thing that would be impossible for someone to build and hide in people in real life. Seriously, how do these amnesia villains keep building these things with nobody noticing? But to be fair, it is in Europe. They've probably seen a lot crazier stuff happening there. And then, while going to stop the evil phone guy, we learn something truly shocking. Mandus killed his own children! They've been dead this whole time! I know, it's just... I'll give you a moment to recover from the shock. And we also learned that he went all crazy and stuff after his wife died giving birth to them, and he had a deep resentment yet love for them ever since, and it made him so crazy that he cut open their chests and ate their hearts with a silver spoon at the table. I had a father who ate my heart once! He called it the Kalima special. It tasted just like McDonald's. And we see a monster pig who can teleport and is like made out of electricity. Holy crap, that is awesome. Someone better make that a thing. So then, after avoiding the electric pig, you get to see that evil telephone guy is in this freezing pod. How? Why? Who cares? We have the end of the game to get to. So you do some stuff while turning on other stuff, and then you wade through a river of blood or strawberry jam, and there's this large temple-looking thing that has tiny claws and stuff. When you push a button, it looks like a half steering wheel thingamajig. The arms come out at you, and... that's it. No, really. Don't know what happened with the other monsters that were running loose, or what happened to the people, or what happened to the machine after you shut it down, and what that guy was doing in the tube. You get pulled backwards while reminiscing on the events that happened, and you go through the gate to the factory, and they close the door, and that's the end of the game. I'm sorry, the what? What happened? Did that guy die in the tube? Was the machine keeping him alive? How was the guy doing all this anyway? Was he psychic or something? They didn't really establish that. And what was that ending supposed to mean? You sacrificed your life in that last part or something? How did that solve anything? And just what did that machine do to him anyway? Rip out his heart or disassemble him? How does that stop a machine? And there's no sanity effects that Mandus has in this game. Yeah, none! No laudanum, no inventory, no ways of restoring your health. What the hell? So to sum up, this game isn't that fantastic. Sure, it's creepy, I guess, and if you're startled by jump scares and afraid of pigs, then I'll guess you'll like it. It's not nearly as creepy or interactive as the first Dark Descent, though. Kinda let down in my opinion, but I'm just a bum on the streets, so what do I know? If they made an amnesia game with that electric pig thingy teaming up with Man-Bear Pig, that would be super serial. But there's still something that still bugs me. How did Mandus lose his memories to begin with? There's no amnesia potion in this game, so what happened to him? Maybe he drank himself into a coma since there's bottles of wine and alcohol scattered all over the place. In this big empty mansion with no living owners to claim it. This has been Esther the Hobo, and I'm swimming to London! Here, picky, 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 mommy's coming home!